body workout. Today it's the legs, the hips, and the chest that we're focusing on, and we're just starting to warm up our body here. Okay, so contract in and up. This is quite dancey, but just feeling the movement and reaching out as far as you can and coming back in. Reaching out and looking up and back down. Just enjoy this movement. It doesn't have to be perfect or look nice. Just stretch your body and breathe. In and out. Reach. All right. Warm up your shoulders a little bit. Circle them around. Whew. Swing our legs a little bit. Just to warm up the hip flexors a little bit and the legs, because that's what we're going to focus on today. And now circle your hips like this and back. Extend the arms like this when you feel more balanced, or hold on to something. Just light movements. And circle. This is warming up your turnout muscles as well. Quite hot today, which is strange because if you remember in my video yesterday I said it rained forever in Germany and suddenly summer kicked in, like from one day to the next. So I will be sweating, but I hope that's okay. I'm already hot. We'll squat low and tap. So we're moving our body more now. Squatting very low and tapping with your toe. And pushing up. Squat low, lift your hip. Squat low, hip. Lift your hip like this and come down with your arms, trying not to crunch down with your upper body. That's something you could do as well, but we're trying to focus on a dancer's body, which is tall and has the control that you don't have to crunch down, but you can still lift your knee high and having a long back. Light jog from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hopscotch. Kicking your butt. Okay, the first thing we're going to focus on are the hips. Okay, so your first movement is lifting the knee at a 90-degree angle. This is not too hard, you can go lower. And then coming in and out. In and out. Yeah. This is good for your turnout actually too, because you're trying to turn out your hip as far as you can without forcing it too much, you know. If it's here, that's fine. You know, just like this is fine. Do it as far as you can. Don't force anything. And also balance. But your leg is quite heavy, but you'll probably notice by now that your hips have to work in order to hold your leg. And breathe. 2 more. And hold. And switch sides. You can also feel a nice burn in your glutes because you're working them as well here. And you're lifting up this leg from your glutes. As we talked about yesterday, you have to, yesterday, it's the video about the feet and the arms that I'm talking about. Well, if you did that video yesterday, good for you. But I filmed it yesterday, so that's why I said that. But I talked about how you use these glute muscles right here to lengthen your leg up. So you're not like sitting down into it, you know? So you're using your glutes. Also here. Right, and down. This is quite balletic in a way. We'll have a tiny arabesque here. Not too high or anything, just here. You can flex the foot and you bring it in and out. In and out. Keeping the knee high. Okay, so even if it's low here, dropping the knee, no. Keeping the knee open, but also not too open. So in a 90-degree angle, parallel to the floor. So the hips and the glutes are quite connected here because you probably feel the glutes as I do right now. Really stretch the leg. Come back in as far as you can. Not just here. In. Stretch and down. Other side. I'm happy I have like things here to hold on to. I know today it's a different house, a different surrounding here, but it's literally the same concept. It's 4 moves, 1 isometric move and stretch. And then repeat that again for each muscle group. That way we have everything in one video and you don't have to click other videos to get more. We have it all combined. Yeah. Wow, today it's really hot. I'm sweating so much already. Okay, and hold and lower. Okay, deep second position. Don't worry, this is very hard to do if you don't dance. But you can even squat like this if you need to. So squat like that. I'm going to go into a turned out second position. Yeah, just have a little stretch there. Like opening the hips. Just holding this position is strengthening the legs as well. Lifting up, so your core is tight and you reach from side to side. Your legs are working, your hips, your core, you're isolating your chest and your upper body here. This is still and this is moving. So you're learning to move like a dancer, not just looking like a dancer, but to move like a dancer as well. And breathe. A few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And up. Woo! Rolling down onto your mat. Flexing your feet in front of you. And lifting your leg like so. Pushing with the heel. So you don't just lift the leg from here. You're lengthening the leg and pushing it up instead of just squeezing these muscles together and they're like working way too hard. So you want to think of coming from below and lifting the feet like that, and all in one piece. Legs lengthening and up. Okay, so you might not see that, but it's more for your feeling of lengthening the leg before you lifting it. Yeah. Sitting tall. Okay, so your back is working here. Don't fall into this kind of position. If it helps you, you can have your arms here to have a long back. Now we can hold that for a second. Using the core as well. Down, lengthening, hold, and down. Now to the isometric move. We're going to sit like this, and for your balance you can come a little bit forward because we're going to lift the knee. Just hold it there. If you can balance that, good. If you can't, it's good as well. But if you can balance, think about up and lengthening your back, even if it is in a strange position here. Yeah. Keep that knee up, you can do it. I believe in you. And just holding that for 3, 2, 1, and down, and switch. So your knee is bent here, knees bent there as well. So this is like a double attitude kind of position. And you're coming forward, lifting up, or balancing. I really need a fan in here or something. Belly button is sucked in. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, we'll stretch it out just really quickly because I don't want to do this for too long. But just go into lunge like this. Other lunge. Okay. And round 2. First movement, remember, we did out and in. Sometimes your knee might crack as well, well not crack, but like in dance, sometimes having a développé and bringing the leg to the side, your hip like kind of, that just happens a few times. Like it shouldn't hurt though, like if it hurts, that's kind of bad. So just be careful with it. I know that bodies might do that because they're not really used to this movement at all. So maybe if you do it more, yeah, if you never use your hips like this, you know, then your body's a bit confused. It needs to adjust a little bit. Pulling the belly button in, standing tall, thinking about your posture, your shoulders are down, and your hip is moving from in to out. And last one. And down. Arabesque. Well, not really arabesque, but you know, lengthening the leg in the back, getting the knee up, lengthening back. If you are a dancer, you can focus on being square to the wall or the mirror or whatever is in front of you. So your hips are literally square and not turned like this, but you're trying to keep your turn out here, okay? Also thinking about the posture. Three more. Last one, and hold, and down. Extend out, and down. Lengthening the neck as well. Standing tall. You can also balance this, but it's a bit more challenging, so don't worry. Don't also have to be turned out here. You don't really have to focus on that too much. It's more about your hips. And hold, and down. Woo! Felt that in my glutes. All right, deep second or squat low. We can do the reaches like this, or squat down into a second position and do the same thing. Reaching as far as you can. I'm all sweaty, so sorry. I hope you're sweating too though. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. So, ballet especially looks quite like graceful and effortless, but that's why it has to look that way. But actually so many muscles are being used at the exact same time. That's why people sweat so much in ballet class just at the bar. You literally stand at the bar and do pliés and you're already sweating, because you have to think about so much. You have to think about every single thing and your muscles are working so much. Lower yourself on the mat. And let's do the leg lifts. Lengthening the leg up. But yeah, so ballet might look easy, but only because it has to look easy. Or dance in general, but it's not at all. So yeah, you're using so many muscles. I mean, dancers have quite strong bodies, strong muscles. We're not just models, you know, but yeah. You can also lean back if that's easier for you, so you can focus much more on the legs here and less on your upper body. And hold, and down, and hold. You can also turn around if you want to. And down. Isometric move, and lift the knee. The second time you do something, be more aware of what you're doing. Be very focused. I feel like that's good. And down. So like in dance, you do a lot of repetitions in class. And the second and third and fourth time you do it, you don't want to do it the exact same way, you know? You want to actually improve every single time. And like for exercising and workout, you can do the exact same. Like once you get stronger, you can focus on different things. Like that's a good goal to have, you know. Hold 3, 2, and 1, and lower. So let's go into our lunges. This is the first lunge we can do. Getting a nice stretch here. Also lengthening the leg in the back. Now putting the knee down and pushing your hips into a diagonal line here, if you're flexible for that. And if you feel very ambitious, you can also put your elbows down here, lengthening the leg. But you can just remain in the first lunge, it's no problem. And switch. So first lunge, like this. Knee down. Push your hips. Challenge yourself a little bit. It's also a really nice stretch here. Oh, it feels really good. Elbows down. You can also do these lunges to the side and to the other side. It opens the hips up, so you feel very, very turned out, and it's a nice feeling. All right, let's move on to our legs. We're going into a plie here, and you're stretching your leg in front and to the side. So you're using these muscles as stabilizers to balance yourself. Your knees getting stronger. Strong knees are good. Very, very important. And you're just moving your leg from side to side. You can also flex if you feel more comfortable with that. Or you can also turn out your leg. Whatever you want to do, basically. But in dance, we have long legs. So lengthen the leg, extend it and stretch it, okay? So don't have bent knee, stretch it out. If this is challenging for you, again, hold on to something so there's less pressure in your standing leg. Lifting up from your core and breathing in and out. Staying in that plie. Turn out. Don't go with your leg like this. Try to use just your leg to do that. Up and down. We're going to go into lunge, and we're brushing the leg. It doesn't have to be very high, but you're strengthening the legs by lunging down and balancing while brushing your leg up. So I'm not focusing on height at all right now, because you need the right control for that, or using the right muscles, because it has to come from below and not, you know, from the hip or whatever. It has to be in a good angle, like correctly. And that's not what we're focusing on here. We just have to strengthen the legs. 2 more, down and up, down and up, and switch. down, and up. Really lunge down low. Down and up. 3 more. All right, the next one is quite similar. So you rise up and you fall forward and lunge. So you rise and fall. Rise and fall. Rise and fall. Rise and fall. And low. And you push yourself back up. You don't have to go back onto releve. You can also just go onto this, but you actually push yourself back. Okay. Strengthening the legs. It's like you're ready to go. So you breathe in and fall. Right, our last one is standing in natural first, wherever that is. Don't forcing any turn out here. And flexing the leg, bring it in front and in back. And you have your legs stretched all the time. So you cross, 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 cross. And you're lengthening up, thinking up and tall. Maybe don't do this on the mat because the mat is a bit in the way. I really think this video is going to be a bit longer. I'm really sorry about that. Which, well, means you have to work out a bit longer. But switch. It's because I have to alternate the legs all the time because we can't just do one leg, you know. Yeah. But these videos actually are quite fun for me. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, so I don't have an isomeTRIC move, I just saw, but I'll just come up with something. Just stretch your foot in front and lift it up. That's the isomeTRIC move now. If you want to balance that, balance, flex the foot, think up, so you can rise up at any time. Your balance is on the ball of the foot, not on the heel. And you breathe in and lower other foot. So if you don't want to turn out your leg like this, you can turn it in. So you just lengthen the foot like that. The other move kind of strengthens the turnout muscles, which you dancers use all the time. That's how we basically walk as well. And down. Right, let's start all over. Plie. And stretch. And stretch. So there's a move I did 2 days ago in my one video. I called it timber, and I was lengthening my back like that, down and up all the time, and it still hurts so bad. Like, I hope it killed you too, but I was in so much pain yesterday. It killed me. So like, that's the first episode of the series here. Yeah, so if you want to be in pain for the next 3 days, you can check that one out. And switch. Yeah, it's quite funny, actually. So as you know, or maybe as you don't know, I'm on dance vacation here. Like, I'm not at dance college anymore. So these workouts are so good for me as well. So it's not just for you guys, well, of course I do it for you, but it also helps me so much because this is my workout for the day as well. Like, I do a few other things, but it's so good for me to keep my brain working, coming up with ideas, and then doing it and committing to it, like when I'm actually on vacation. But I feel like, what is vacation? I don't want to sit on the couch all day long, you know? So it's good to do stuff and be creative. Like, that's what vacation is for me, to actually be creative. Right, lunge down and brush up. Thinking about control here, going down low and rising up. And I want you to brush your foot. Don't have to turn it out, but don't kick it, okay? So kicking it is something else than brushing it. But the brush, you'll not go as high. But you will learn to lengthen the muscles in your legs here. Low and up. Low and up. And switch. This is round 2, so you can really focus on doing the moves correctly because you've already done them once before. Think about going low here, rising up, looking graceful, down and up. 3 more. And last one. Okay. So rise and go. And up. And go. And up. And go. And up. Feel like an athlete who's like ready to run. Or like a warrior and you're like, you know, ready to do what you need to do. If you go for your foot here, pushing off with your foot, you're strengthening the foot as well. All right, our last one, cross behind and front. Here, the inner thighs are being attacked. And in ballet, at the bar, you do a lot of inner thigh stuff. At least the inner thigh is going to be strengthened by tendus like this. If the accent is in, like in. You're learning how to use this muscle. And that's how it builds up, gets so much stronger. I remember when I didn't have that muscle at all. And people who don't dance or don't work out, of course, they don't have that muscle yet. But like, it's so cool that you can actually build up a muscle that you think you don't have. Every person has the muscle, you know? Every person has the bicep, the tricep. But if you don't use it, of course, no one will see it, or you won't see it yourself either. Since I want everyone to be able to do this workout, dancers and non-dancers, I'm not focusing on turnout too much or feet or anything because I know that's very dancey. So what I'll do is I'll do a lot of dance videos as well, like for dancers, so that's what you can check out then, okay? So the isomeTRIC move I just came up with, stretch your leg. My neighbors are in the garden. It's kind of annoying because they're watching me all the time because there's a big window behind you. and they're literally like 5 meters from me. It's kind of awkward, but it's fine. Now also turn the leg in again if you feel more comfortable like here, but really stretching the leg, so don't have it bent. Really stretch it. And lengthen it. Alright, we're going to stretch out our legs now. So lift up and, oh, ow. Okay, so lift up and go down. My hamstrings are still quite tight from the flat back we did a few days ago. So yeah, I did stretch my hamstrings out there. So remember to do that or else you'll still be in pain like I am here. And my hamstrings are always tight basically because I have hyperextended knees, and I use my hamstrings for basically everything. That's why they're really strong but very tight and very unflexible. It's really annoying. But yeah. So fun fact about me. Alright, so ew. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating everywhere. Stretch your leg up here. And just lower it. Bend and stretch. This hurts really bad. Ow. It's good for your hamstrings. Other leg. Then stretch. And lower. Alright, we're on to the third one. This is going to be quicker, I promise. It's just about your chest here. And dancers have strong chests. Sometimes you see the muscles here, you know? So that's what I thought I want to focus on for now. It's not going to be too crazy or anything because we did a lot of crazy stuff already with the legs and the hips. We covered that. So you're going to bend your elbows here and you're just going to switch back and forth like little pulses. Breathe out. If you feel stretched in your hands because you're flexing them, you can also just do something else like this. I feel like this works better for me. Keeping the shoulders down. You don't want to have them up here. Just relax them down. Engaging the core as well, because you don't want to push your core out, your abs out. Pushing it in. Breathing. Right, and now to the side, open up like this. Feeling it strong and squeezing it in front. Squeeze, squeeze. You can also add weights here. I didn't want to add weights because I want this video to be like equipment free, so anyone can do it at any time. You just need like a little space somewhere. Because sometimes space is like an issue for me. Yeah, there's not always space around when I'm home, of course, but not in London and not in Spain. I never had space, especially London. I had such a tiny room, so I had to like, my workouts had to like shrink down so much. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to have any weights or any equipment really in this video, so people feel you can do it without that, you know. Last one, squeeze and out. We're going into first position here, and we're just going to pulse it again. Lengthening your fingers and your hands and your elbows. It's as if you're holding like a ball. You're just squeezing. If you can see my arms and my back, they're all having a workout here. But it's the chest we're focused on. All right, now we'll do 3 push-ups. We'll lower ourselves down. Actually, I'll just show you. So 3 push-ups, and you're here. And you lower yourself down either through that position or through this position. And then we just lift up and you place your arms back here, tuck your toes under, and you lift your entire body, squeeze together and up. So you come up at once, not like, you know, you come up as 1. That's a bit challenging, but I know you can do it. We won't do it as much as I said before, but I know you can do it. Either do the men's push-ups or the women's push-up, whatever feels good to you. And let's do it. 1, 2, and 3. And lower ourselves down, up, and back up. And 1, and 2, and 3, and down low, back, and up, and 1 more time, okay? 1, 2, and 3, and down, and up, and up. All right, how about we do the women's push-up 1 more time, okay? 1, 2, 3, and down low, push up, and come up. Yes. All right, good job. The isometric movement is literally clasp your hands together like this and just squeeze really hard, not too hard, but just squeeze. And you can see your chest is working. Just holding that. Shoulders down and long neck. And your back is long as well. You don't want to sit like this. Two and 1. We'll do this one again. Breathe. We're almost finished here. Yay! I hope this video is not too long. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I wasn't planning that this would be that long, but it's because of the legs, you know, and the hips. You have to do both sides, not just one side. And I mean, you want a nice workout too, you know. Rather do a 40-minute workout opposed to watching a really stupid series for 40 minutes and feel like you wasted time, you know? All right, now open and close. So we'll go right into the movement and having no break. And squeezing it. Squeeze, squeeze. It's also working your shoulders, so not just the chest at all. It's the arms, the shoulders, everything here. Even your back. Your back is moving. And smile. You can be happy that you've done this, you know. It's actually really good. Like, it's good discipline to do workouts. I enjoy it. Alright, and now into second and back to first. And just 2 pulses. This is round 2. We're almost finished. Breathe. You can feel it in your arms. I bet you can. So it's a little arm workout too, not just the chest here. But we want to get away from the legs and the hips because that's what we focused on the entire video. Breathe. And hold it. Open it to second and just hold it. Oof. Alright, and relax. Oh. Okay, our last movement. We can do this. Okay. So, ooh, my calves are hurting too. 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to do it in the same pace as I do. Up and back up. And 1, 2, and 3. And down. And up. And down. And back up. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And down. And up. Down. And up. And let's just stay in mince push-up here. Okay. And 1. And 2. And 3. And down. And up. And up. Yay! Maybe it's easier for you to do this one and actually really go down to the floor. That's maybe more efficient, you know. I should have maybe done that, but next time. Go into child's pose. Just stretch out your shoulders because they've been working a lot too. Okay, isometric move. Hold it. Seeing your nice arms working here and your chest. Oh, my neighbors are gone, yay! Hold, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Open up. Oh, that feels so nice. Right, we're going to stretch out a little bit. So you can go to the wall and literally just stretch it like that. And breathe. Get that nice stretch across here. So you put your arm onto the wall and you twist your body. I can't really see you right now, sorry. It's a good, nice stretch here. Alright, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a nice burn in your legs and your hips and your arms. These videos are very strengthening, so you get the muscles and everything. But don't forget the cardio to lose the fat that's over the muscles. So if you have the muscle, that's really good. You can feel it, but there might be a layer of fat over top. So to lose that fat, you just have to do cardio, jogging, working out in a way that you're burning a lot of fat, getting your heart rate up. But I have other videos on that, so you can check them out, like cardio workouts, dance workouts. I hope you enjoyed this series. I had a lot of fun. This is the last video. And please let me know if you like these videos and maybe what else you want to see. Okay, have an awesome day. I hope you feel really energized now. And yeah, bye!